There he falls off the side of the bike.
Yeah, the bike's then going to continue running on. Is he going to deflect off? No, in fact, it's going to barrel roll, so it's tipped over in the gravel track. It's amazing how far that motorcycle's been allowed to go.
Oke, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Oke guys ya, hari ini kita akan buat video melihat crash yang lumayan dan terparah untuk di MotoGP, bike superbike dan lain-lain ya guys ya. Simak terus videonya guys, check it out.
Ini adalah salah satu kecelakaan paling mengerikan dalam sejarah balap motor. Insiden ini terjadi di balapan Moto3 di sirkuit Red Bull Ring, Austria. Ketika pembalap yang bernama Enea Bastianini kehilangan kendali pada ban belakangnya dan terjatuh tepat di tengah lintasan. Insiden semakin menegangkan ketika pengendara di belakangnya melaju dengan kecepatan tinggi hingga nyaris saja menabraknya. Namun tragedi semakin mengerikan saat motor Enea tergelincir dan berhenti di jalur balap utama. Dan tanpa bisa menghindar, pembalap lain yaitu Hafiz Syahrin menghantam motor tersebut dengan keras. Benturan dahsyat itu membuat motornya hancur berkeping-keping dan Syahrin terpental cukup keras hingga membuatnya tak berdaya.
There's a problem. Yeah, it looks to me like there's been some sort of failure with the brakes because he looks like he's grabbed the brakes at the same time as the rider next to him but just hasn't started to pull up and has gone in there trying to avoid all the rest of the riders. He's done a pretty good job to avoid everyone apart from Corey Turner. But that's a very second-hand looking.
Oh, it's Menendar who went down first. Oh, and it's just a chain reaction. He took out Nishimura. Oh, that was Saint Wang who went down. Mario Aji had absolutely nowhere to go. That was an enormous crash out of the final turn. Oh my goodness me. Poor Nishimura. He tried to do a call.
Championship protagonist got stuck in Chris Taylor, but a huge crash by Gary Winfield at the top of the mountain was exaggerated when two other...
Vamos certamente ter a bandeira vermelha, a prova será certamente interrompida.
Oh no! It takes out Jody Berry with him. 3 of our top 4 down. Standish, who looked like he was out of the podium picture, and bikes are coming all over the place. That's Toby Komsuk.
They need to red flag it, I believe. That might be.
That is for sure. Toby Komsuk, and that's why they're running for the fences.
Yeah, it is. You can see it peeking out fluid right there on the left side.
Is it gas or is it water? One way or another, it's bad. And that's why the rider behind went down, because they got.
Look at all that.
It is just dumping fluid.
Pete Hobbs is
so lucky.
Look how close that is.
Watch the ejection here. And there's no way to get out of it right now, Roger.
And that's why I thought there was fluid down, because all these guys crashing behind him.
And he was
crashed
before. Philip Ton on the 66 is able to do on the run down in towards the chicane. Is he going to be close enough to make the move on Garcia? Oh, Ton is down, and his bike's going to go through. He takes out Garcia as well. And is anyone else going to be caught up in that? Nothing that Garcia Ton, though, just trying to trail break on the run into that chicane. And we've also...
And then this happens on the final lap. A massive collision between Danny Buchan as he loses the front of the BYs and Kawasaki.
Plenty of damage done there. Another angle, cold left-hand side of the tyre. It's a simple little fall, but Hook ends up going straight over the top.
And look at his head.
It just ripped the visor clean off the front of the helmet as it scraped.
He's got somebody up the inside of him. Was it Baldassare? I couldn't quite see. But somebody up the inside of him pushed him back to fourth. Oh, and down. Must have somebody hit the brake. Somebody, that's the only thing that could cause that.
Oh, they're all down! They're all down! It's absolute drama in turn 1. Oh my goodness me, I've never seen anything like it. Adatama had many places to go. He didn't really have many, no. I think that was an unfortunate sort of racing incident of Wakamatsu. He is. Watch out for him, because we know he loves a good minute. Oh!
Big crash!
Oh, whoa!
And that's Aji that's gone down, it's Garcia that's gone down, and it's David.
Tadi ya guys ya, beberapa cuplikan crash yang terjadi di dunia balap motor, dan masih banyak lagi yang belum kita lihat. Itu hanya sebagian. Mudah-mudahan kita semua dalam kesehatan dan keselamatan dalam berkendaraan ya guys ya. Jangan kebut-kebutan di jalan. Oke, jangan lupa like, comment, dan subscribe. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.